Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello class, how are you? I hope you are always in a good condition. Alright class, before we start our lesson today, let's open our lesson by saying Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, now before we continue, please fill in the attendance list at Google Classroom. Alright, here I have a video for you. You have to watch it carefully so that you can answer the question from the video. I will give you time to watch and answer the question. Are you ready? Here is the video.
Lesson 10. Not for jazz. First listen and then answer the question. What happened to the clavichord? We have an old musical instrument. It is called a clavichord. It was made in Germany in 1681. Our clavichord is kept in the living room. It has belonged to our family for a long time. The instrument was bought by my grandfather many years ago. Recently, it was damaged by a visitor. She tried to play jazz on it. She struck the keys too hard, and 2 of the strings were broken. My father was shocked. Now we are not allowed to touch it. It is being repaired by a friend of my father's.
Have you finished? Now let's see the answer. The question is, what happened to the clavichord? And the answers are, it was made in Germany in 1681. It is kept in the living room. It has belonged to our family for a long time. It was bought by my grandfather many years ago. Recently, it was damaged by a visitor. Are your answers same with one of these? Alright, can you see the sentence of the answers? And can you guess what kind of sentence form are these? Alright, let's see another example. Here I have 2 sentences. I eat cupcake and cupcake is eaten by me. Can you see the similarity or differences between these sentences? If we look at the meaning, these sentences have the same meaning, but it is different when we see the structure. In the first sentence, subject or I is the actor and placed at the beginning of the sentence. But at the second sentence, the subject or cupcake is placed at the beginning of the sentence. Can you see? These sentences are called active and passive voice. Yeah, as we know that in active voice or active sentence, the subject is the actor or who performs the action. For example, I eat cupcake. The subject or the actor is I, and the action is it. Alright, now we are going to learn about passive voice. So the passive voice is more focusing to the things that experience the action, or we know it as object. The passive voice is to show interest in the object, things or person that experience an action rather than the subject or things or person that performs the action. And the characteristic of passive voice is to be plus verb 3. Here I have example of active voice and passive voice. In active voice, Rina cleans the house twice a week. Rina as the subject and the verb is cleans, and the house as the object, active voice. And then we change into passive voice. We move the object or the house at the beginning of the sentence. So the passive voice become, the house is cleaned by Rina twice a week. Yeah. So the object moved to the beginning of the sentence and then plus be. The to be here is yeah, because it use simple present tense and then plus verb 3 by subject by Rina. And then next to the next example. I ate cupcake last night. This sentence uses simple past tense. I as the subject, ate as the action, using verb to here, and cupcake as the object. Alright, now let's change this sentence into passive voice. The cupcake as the object move to the beginning of the sentence. So become cupcake as the object plus to be here because it past tense, we use was or were, and then plus verb 3 by the subject, by me. So the cupcake was eaten by me. And then sometimes we use the passive voice because we don't know or we don't want to express who performed the action. The example, Bogor has been known as the rain city of Indonesia, and my money has been stolen. We don't know who has known Bogor as the rain city of Indonesia, and we don't know also who has stolen the money. Alright, now let's move to tenses in passive voice. Passive voice is not only used for simple present tense and past tense like we have practiced before, this also can be used for all tenses. For example, present continuous tense. I am eating cookies. This is for the active voice. The formula, subject plus to be plus verb ing plus object. And then we change into passive voice. The object or the cookies, we move it into the beginning of the sentence. So become, cookies are being eaten by me. Let's see the structure. The structure become object plus to be plus being plus verb 3 plus by plus subject. The to be here because it is present continuous tense, so we use present to be that are am or is, and then we put being because it is continuous tense. From the word eating, we change it into being eaten. Get it? Okay. Another example. Present perfect tense. For the active voice, I have eaten cookies. I have eaten cookies. Subject plus have or has plus verb 3 plus object. And then we change into passive voice. So become, cookies have been eaten by me. Object have or has to be because it's perfect tense, to be become been, and then plus verb 3 by subject. Get it? Okay. Another example. Simple future tense. For the active voice, I will eat cookies tomorrow. Subject will, verb 1 plus subject. And then change into passive voice. So the sentence become cookies will be eaten by me. Get it? Let's see the structure. The cookies as the object, will plus to be plus verb 3 by who? By me. Okay. Past future tense. Yeah, it's same with the previous tense. Simple future tense. I would eat cookies yesterday. I would eat cookies. Become, we change to passive voice, become cookies would be eaten by me yesterday. Object plus would plus be verb 3 plus by subject. Can you get it? Alright, good. Alright, now let's practice. Here I have 5 pictures and you have to write active and passive voice according to the pictures. You can use any tenses. I will give you time to finish it or you can pause the video. Alright, have you finished? Okay, I'm going to explain but just a few pictures. You can collect the rest in Google Classroom at the end of the class. Alright, for the first picture. The active voice, a man is washing motorcycle. And then the passive voice, motorcycle is being washed by a man. Okay, next, right for another picture. The active voice, Sinta makes a cake. And then the passive become, a cake is made by Sinta. Alright, you can collect the rest in Google Classroom, yeah? Alright, after you watch this video, after you understand about material today, you have to do the exercise in Google Classroom. Alright class, that's all for our lesson today. We have learned about the definition of passive voice, the differences between passive voice and active voice, and tenses in passive voice. If there is something you want to ask, you can ask me through Google Classroom or WhatsApp. Alright class, now let's end our lesson today by saying Hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Alright class, stay safe, stay healthy, keep spirit, and see you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.